Charles Young with WV News.
Hi, y'all. This is Charles Young with WV News. Governor, recently we've heard calls from some Republican lawmakers who have talked about wanting to convene a special legislative session in order to pass legislation which would make it illegal for employers, other institutions like universities to make, they wouldn't be able to mandate vaccines. It would require 3/5 of both chambers in order to do that. Doesn't look like there's the consensus as of yet, but they could call that on their own. What are your thoughts on the calls for that special session? And would you support that type of legislation? Thank you, sir.
Well, first of all, I would not support that type of legislation, and the reason that I wouldn't is I just believe just this, that we're talking about intervening in business. I mean, if you just think about it. We're talking about putting a mandate on that a private business couldn't decide on their own what that they wanted to do. Now, I mean, it just seems to me like we have really lost our way. I mean, I always thought that true Republicans stood for letting private business do what they want to do. And now we're trying to impose restrictions on private businesses. I mean, it seems like a complete role reversal. It seems like something that the Democrats would have come up with, years ago, and now the Republicans are just trying to come up and thank goodness, I think at least, that this is only a few, that really have now completely reversed roles. True Republicans really believe in letting private businesses do their own thing. I truly believe that it is not government's place to tell private business what they can do. Now, so Charles, no, I don't support coming in and making mandates against mandates. And so, I absolutely do not. And I want to go on record as saying, what President Biden is doing right now, coming out and saying, well, we're looking at any employer that has more than 100 employees, making it mandatory and everything that they get vaccinated. I absolutely, think that is wrong. I am absolutely not in support of doing that in any way in the state of West Virginia. I am absolutely not supportive of that. And to be further more clear, I would just tell you just this, and this is all there is to it. We've all watched on TV exactly what's going on with the Biden administration. We've watched it at our southern border. We have watched it in Afghanistan. We have absolutely seen us stumble all over ourselves. And now, we're absolutely grabbing for straws and would say, well, let's hit at our businesses. Let's hit at our private folks and everything in every way. No. I think we're going to absolutely, all we're doing is doubling down to try to change the news cycle. That's what this is about. This is just changing the news cycle, to where we will take the attention away from Afghanistan or the southern border or whatever it may be. We will do that in order to just change the news cycle. I do not think that we need to be mandating, that our businesses be, absolutely require people to get vaccinated. I do not think in any way that we, especially as Republicans of all things, it is almost comical to think that Republicans are trying to come up with a way to come up and put restrictions on private businesses. If if XYZ company out there decides in their mind that they want all their employees vaccinated, and it is the private business's decision to do that, more power to them. But absolutely, to tell that business that they have to do that, or to tell that business that they can't do that, we don't have any business doing that. That's all there is to it. That is not for us to do. And that's how I feel about it. And I'm pretty passionate about it because I think that's right.